Speaker guest will be Miss Vaishali Vijay, product consultant from Asia Pacific Tableau software. She'll be sharing about power of visual analytics in education. Please welcome Miss Vijay.
Thank you for the introduction. So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this small presentation on power of visual analytics in education. My name is Vaishali Vijay. I'm a product consultant at Tableau Software. Our company is Tableau Software, which is the fastest growing BI company in the world. And today I'm going to teach you a little bit about what Tableau does and how we can help you in education sector. So this is the mission of our company. We help people see and understand their data. If you see over here, we have not mentioned data scientists or IT people. We have just mentioned people because people like you and I who know our data should have some tool to analyze our data efficiently. Right? And when we say data, so what kind of data? Is it big data, small data, Excel data, or medium data? Well, we say any data, right? So bring us any kind of data that you have, Excel file, your SQL server, etc., and learn how to use Tableau, and then you can start analyzing it, right? So when we were preparing Tableau, when we were building Tableau, and even now when we are developing and researching more on it, we always focus on some points. First is we have to design it for humans, right? So what is this distinction between humans and machines? There are plenty of them, but if you ask me what I had for my dinner last night, I would remember that. But if you ask me my food habits for the last 10 years, did I have more fruits in one year or the other, I would say I do not know. Maybe I need a calculator or a computer to analyze that, right? So we need a tool that is useful for humans that they can use themselves and they can prompt and analyze their values. And of course, we need some better visual intelligence. And in short time, I would have a contest to see, who can quickly see and spot some numbers. But before that, I'll just analyze, speak a little bit about visual intelligence and why it is important. Because when you see numbers, we all have Excel files, we can calculate with it. But it might be difficult for us to see the trends in it, to analyze it in the way that we like and ask questions from it. So one question that I have right now is, it's a contest time. So looks like everybody is here and we can start it right now. So you're going to win a 4 GB USB stick right now, just right now, if you answer me a very, very simple question. All right, so are you all ready? Be very, very sharp and focused because we have only one USB. So the first person giving me the right answer would be the winner. Okay, are you all ready? So the question is really straightforward. How many 9s are there in the grade below? You can raise your hand and give me the answer. What's your answer, ma'am? Okay, someone's still counting. And what number do we have? Yep. So 10 here. Anybody else? Yep. 12. Okay. Win a 4 GB USB stick right now if you tell me the right answer right away. So we have 10. We have 12. Others are still counting. Okay. 11, 12. So you're reiterating. So that is, this is visual intelligence. When you are given a grid of numbers here, what you normally do is you go row by row. And then you start calculating in your mind. Okay, 1 9, 2 9s, 3 9s. By the time you come to the 4th or 5th row, probably you just forget. Oh, am I? Okay. So normally you just go row by row. You start calculating and you keep that short-term memory in your head. How many 9s were there, etc., etc. And by the time you come to the 10th or 11th row, there are high possibilities that you just forget your answer or you just goof up. So time's up. I'm going to give you the answer right away. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do a little tweak in the very same grid. I'm going to put some colors in there, with visual analytics anyway. Now, how many 9s do you see there? It's much more easier, right? Because the colors are easily, distinguished and you can easily count how many 9s are there. So the winner is, we have about 9 and plus 1, 10. So the winner is over here, and congratulations, you win a 4 GB USB stick. Right, so this is just a very, very simple example of how visual analytics plays an important part in our everyday life. I have some more contests coming up, so keep a look at it. So this is the productivity improvement. This is 100 versus 1 second. So that brings me to the next topic. Why is visualization important? Visualization helps you move from numbers to pictures. To leverage the power of human analytics or human perception, we have to put in some numbers. We have to put in some colors, some different shapes and sizes that help us, look at our data in a better way. So now this is another one. If someone can tell me which one's growing faster, is it domestic or international? This is a very simple grid of numbers, table of numbers with domestic, international. So I have two questions. Is domestic growing faster than international? Who can quickly tell me? Yeah, it's domestic that's growing faster than not international, etc. So it's kind of hard for someone to analyze from a grid of numbers, right? But the moment you put that into a graphical representation, it's like spot on. Within 1 second, anyone can quickly tell me that domestic was the one that was growing faster than international. If I do a little bit of analytics on top of it, let's say what is the percentage rise in it? I can quickly see that I was having a lot of international students or international people or international data that was rising up in August to October period of time. So although the international sales was going down, if you see the percentage change, there was some hope in particular months, but perhaps we didn't take care of our business at that time. So that brings me to my next topic: why teach Tableau, or why would you care to learn Tableau in your day-to-day life? As I said before, Tableau is for anyone and everyone with any kind of data that you have. Firstly, it's the time to insight. We show you in terms of visual analytics. You can drag and drop your dimensions and measures and your fields, be it an attendance data, be it curriculum data, be it any kind of data that you bring in Tableau. You can quickly analyze it. And I'm going to show you some examples on that as well. The second thing is transferability of skills. Learning Tableau is really, really simple. As long as you know how to use a mouse, you can easily learn Tableau. And once you learn it, you can always transfer your knowledge to other peers, your colleagues, other students in your class, your departments, etc. This is a brief list of universities that are already using Tableau in APAC. So this is not the complete exhaustive list, but this is a list that I just quickly took down. We have some outside of APAC as well. So these are certain universities which have had a huge impact in their business because they were using Tableau to analyze their data. I can give you some brief examples, like DePaul University. They sort out their student data using Tableau. So this is a very, very simple visualization where all they're trying to do is the department was trying to understand, based on the ACT scores and based on the GPA scores, were there any students who were falling below average line? And they actually found out that the lower left quadrant was the group of students who needed more attention because they were falling both in ACTs as well as GPA average scores. So together they could just create a set or create a group of these people, to these students, give them more tuitions, have some one-on-one discussions with them, and help them go above the average line. This is just one of the simplest examples. The other one is using grassroots data analysis, which is driving elementary school principal leadership. What they're trying to do over here is they have district schools and they're trying to find out the percentage of reading passed. So how many percentage of students have passed, or what's the highest versus lower percentage. A box plot is very easily seen over here, and they can quickly see between females and males. So who is doing better? Is it male students or is it female? Which school or which district, etc. This is another interesting one where the University of West Florida is using us, and they're saving time, they're improving their data quality. All they're trying to do here is they're trying to understand the classroom size capacity versus the students who are attending the classes. So what time or what day of the week are many students coming into one spot? So here they can quickly see that in the Arts and Science College, there's about 142 students coming in. At what time, what space, do we have enough classrooms for them, etc. So there's a lot of analysis that universities are doing today. Again, I can go on and on about the usage of Tableau that universities do. This is about the time spent on reporting. So, the time on reporting dropped down about 30 to 5%. So, they were not spending days together for reporting, but it could be done in just about half an hour or 1 hour. They can quickly prepare a dashboard for them. This one's again interesting one where they're trying to understand whether the classes are oversubscribed or undersubscribed, or is it online or lectures, etc. Are people attending more lectured classes? Can we push them to online classes, etc., etc. So they could quickly see enrolled students versus the seats available, right? So I'm going to show you a live example within Tableau, and let's analyze it ourselves. So this is an example of a 360-degree student life cycle analysis done on Tableau. Imagine you getting this dashboard, and whatever question you have, let's say, what about the admitted student performance? How are they doing? You could click in, come down. You can quickly see all the departments are stacked up here. So how many number of students are attending into which departments? If you wish to filter down into particular years, so it looks like accounting was pretty popular in 2008. But as we moved on in different years, perhaps M&O, management and organization, took the toll on accounting. At the below graph, you can see the number of students per department, what is their GPA. There are always options for you to filter down and drill down, so you can choose a department that you want to see or the dimension that you wish to see. For example, is there any ethnicity that's doing better than others? Is it Asians performing better than Europeans, or Chinese performing better than Indians, etc.? So you could do that graphical or demographic analysis here. Similar thing can go on gender. Are female students doing better than male, and what's the other ratio, etc.? This is another interesting one where we had enrollment diversity. So we were trying to analyze between different years, 2006 to 2009, what was the enrollment diversity of different departments. So again, you could go by country. So it looks like a lot of Singaporean candidates came in for accounting. If you look at ethnicity, you can again see that there's Asians rising in more, followed by Caucasians, etc. So depending on the questions that you have on your data, you can ask these questions on the dashboard that you can easily build in Tableau, right? The second example could be yearly enrollment snapshot. If you want to see the percentage change, so are more males coming in or are more females coming in my particular department or particular year. So let's say in 2009, looks like a lot of male students came in for marketing courses as compared to, let's say, another year. So wow, we have another males in marketing here, but we have some female students in finance, etc. And you can drill down here based on ethnicity, based on regions or countries that they belong to. So who's doing better, who's not. So ask these questions. This one's my favorite, lecture evaluation. So why should we evaluate on the students alone? Why shouldn't we evaluate the lecturers too? So here what we have done is we have prepared a dashboard on different lecturer IDs. So we have analyzed all the lecturers in a university. And what we're trying to do here is we are trying to analyze the scores, so the percentage of passing as well as failing. So the blue would mean failing, and 100% would mean like really, cent% results. So in a typical scenario, you shouldn't see all lines to be blue. That means the teacher is really, really mean and he's just failing all the students all along. You shouldn't also be seeing all oranges, because that would mean he's just passing everybody. He's just too good of a teacher. So perhaps this should be okay, and you can always drill down. You can filter down to a particular lecturer that you wish to see. You can see the performance, what they are teaching, what they are doing, etc. And also the feedbacks from the students based on the evaluation level. So how do they rate a particular instructor? For example, over here they can quickly see that is he exceptional, above average, low average, etc. There's another interesting one, alumni donations. So alumni, obviously we all are alumni of some of the other universities, and all of us, love to be connected to our universities to donate to them. So this is done from a perspective of universities. One university wanted to find out who are the alumni and what is the potential capacity of these alumni. What is the monetary value that they probably have, or what is the capacity of them donating to the university. So a typical example could be someone with more than $100 million. How much has he donated really to my university? And looks like it's only 0.6% so far. So there's more percentage capacity that can be reached higher from this particular alumni. Of course, there are many other filters down here. You can choose the school that you wish to see, let's say law school. So in the law school, a lot of contribution is coming from Singapore. US is also giving me contributions, etc. So the whole idea of preparing these Tableau dashboards is that we understand that you know your data better. You need a tool to analyze your data. Once you're given that tool, you can ask your questions intuitively. Whatever question you can have that instantly, and you can start analyzing and understanding your question and start answering them on the go. Okay. All right, so that brings me to the end of my presentation today. We are here at booth number 47, just right here next to the refreshment area. I would love to speak to each of you if you have any questions relevant to your departments or any kind of data analysis question. Meet us at 47 number booth, and you can also email to us. So that's it from me. Thank you very much for attending. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Vijay.
Thank you.
So if you have any questions regarding her presentation, you can just raise your hand and ask her questions if you want, or if not, you can just look for her at her booth. Thank you.